All right, back we go. Another video. Tuesday, January 19th. Let's take a look at some other small caps here and if we can determine what it's going to do next on these moves by drawing lines, technical analysis. All right, RIGL. Pharmaceuticals, big float, 168 million. Short growth's down. Market cap, 637 million. 72 million cash. Looking down here. Insiders don't own this. Institutions do though, 84%. Debt 41 million, it's not bad. Enterprise value, it's fair valued. Operates a clinical stage biotechnology company, develops targeted drugs, therapeutic areas, oncology, critical for disease. Includes Tavalisse, I don't know how to pronounce this, Fostatatimib, R835. The company was founded by Donald Payan, James M. Goyer, Thomas A. Raffin, Gary P. Nolan, and Ronald B. Garin. June 14th, 1996, headquartered in South San Francisco. Doesn't list the buy sells there. All right, let's take a look. Finvisor, minus 27 income million, sales 105 million. They have a float 168 million, pretty even. What trade that is. Last news provides business update. That was January 11th. Don't see anything else here. Let's see, do they have any partnerships? All right, they have, as well as a license agreement with Kasei Pharmaceutical. They have a phase 3. Just reading through the notes here. All right, so let's look at the monthly on this. Let's see what we can determine here if this would come up. Hello, hello. Is this working? Screen went off. Is this back? All right, is this gonna go to the monthly or not? There it is. All right, so you see this came about 2000. And this was a $110 stock. Was there any splits in this? No splits. So this went way down from 2000. Got back to 30, back and forth. Then it really collapsed in 13. And we went down, down we go. The weekly in this, you pretty much see from that 25-30 move, 2009 it dropped. It did bounce to 10, but then we dropped again all the way to 2. And this 2 level is a very big level going all the way back here. See right here, this 2 going back to 2013. Take this line out. This was a drop back in 2018. Then we broke out of it. Let's see here. This 2 levels pretty important. Then what's down here? The 1 level. All right, so the 2 levels huge. See, it bounced up. It did get to 5, 2015. Then 2018 did it again. And where we're at now, did it back in July 2020, and we're facing it again on the daily. Now, see this? March, it dropped. We started to bounce 150 up to 2, all the way up to 5 plus. This moved to 524. See the lows getting higher, higher, higher. Now we're facing this big 4 line again. Are we going to break it? Some news going to come out? Maybe the phase 3 drug. I'm not sure their timeline. Yeah, that's a big mark. This is going back years, this 4 line. So if this doesn't break here, come back to 350, we could slide all the way back to 275 line. This is an important move right here, I guess, coming up pretty soon. See if you go back to the weekly. This goes back to 2014, this line. And then the other line, the 2 lines, very important here too. See right here, the 2 line. See back and forth, we went below it now. 2020, we did go to, where is it line? It's like 123. But the big line here is this 2 to 4 line, and we need to break it. If we break it and hold, this is going to continue up. So there's good potential in this. One way or another, we're going to see what this does here. All right, let's move on. UUUU. Take a look at this. Energy Fuels, 127 million float, short code 22%, market cap 534 million, cash 28 million, 46% stock splits. No insiders really own this. Institutions 22%, current debt 8 million. It's not bad. Pretty fair value, enterprise value. Operates a mining development company, engages in exploration, evaluation of uranium and vanadium properties. Projects include Nicholas Ranch, Alta Mesa, White Mesa Mill. Company was founded by George E. L. Glacier, John David Mason, 1987. Headquartered in Lakewood, Colorado. 702,000 buys to 213,000 sells on insiders, which is good. Let's check on Finviz. See what they have. They don't have no income list at 1.98 million in sales, 129 million float. Every journalist's responsibility to call out racism, even if it's not their own newsroom. I don't know why that's on there. That was listed under energy fuels. I'm not sure why that was there. Just read that line. Well, below that, January 14th, energy fuels to present at NobleCon. Let's see no other news on this. Extraction, recovery, exploration, sale of conventional uranium. Okay. Properties are in Utah, Wyoming, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado. All right, let's look at this here. This came about in 2010. 10 line went all the way up to 80. We had a reverse split. This has been down ever since. The weekly, see this, the big move, 2012, 13, we had a split. Did get up to 10 again, then it's been down pretty much from there to get to like 4. And then let's look at the daily, what happened here. I can take that out. That was a move up. These are all old lines I had. So from 2019, this pretty much got to 350. Did get to 4. Then it really fell hard to 150. Then it went to 70, about 75 cents on the March drop, and then we bounced hard to 2. And look at this 150 line hold back and forth, and exploded up in November. Like a lot of the stocks. So this is a reverse head and shoulders. Now you have a shoulder, head, shoulder, and we take off. So the big line here looks like 2. See this 2 line? That's important, and it looks like or not, excuse me, the 150 line, and this is the 2 line. 150 lines below, this is the 2 line. So here you go. So, went above it, went below it here. There was the head, reverse head and shoulders. A head and shoulders this would be here, and shoulder, shoulder. This is a reverse. That's why it's reverse head and shoulders. So back and forth, and we broke free from that 2 line. Look where we went here. 2 all the way up to 475. Sort of back and forth choppy now. What's this going to do? So you want this 350 to 375 to hold. It's sort of going down here and then break that 450. So it's made a big, big run. I mean, if this rolls over, it could, fall back pretty hard here. So on this, we made a big run. You had to be extra careful on a run like that. So look for them levels in this, but tremendous run. And there it was. All right, let's go to AMP. MPO Pharmaceuticals, 170 million float, short growth 12%, market cap 281 million, cash 9 million, 7% insiders, 18% institutions, 1.28 million in debt, which is not bad. Enterprise value, say it's pretty even. Biopharmaceutical company engages in development therapies, treat inflammatory conditions, includes approved drugs, molecular entities, therapeutics. kidney disease, inflammation, sexual dysfunction. It's founded by David Barr or April 2010, headquarters Inglewood, Colorado. Tons of buys here, insiders. All right, let's go to Finviz. Minus 12 million income. Last news on this was ongoing phase one clinical trial for inhalation treatment of COVID-19 with Ampian is 55% enrolled. That was the last news. So they're in the COVID space. Has a bigger float, 170 million. All right, what else do they have here? Inflammation provides pipeline, which is a phase three. Uh, Collaborative research agreements with the new. Wait. Has collaborative research agreements to explore new clinical indications for its drug. All right, but they're in the COVID space. Let's look at the monthly. So this has been around since 2010 at the 3 zone, bounce back and forth. 10 zone, 2015 came back very hard to this line here, which is, what is that line there? 50 cents, a little below. And on the weekly, see this big tops and bottoms from this 10 level. You can probably draw a line, pretty much 9. Here's 9 level. See it, touch. They go through it. Nine's been a big problem for the stock. Now let's get to the daily. All right, so you had the big gap down from 3. This one all the way to a low of 35 cents. That was in 2018, man. Look at that. That's why you don't want to hold pharma when they're up high, bio. You want to buy here, not here, because anything can happen. They have a failed drug, and look what happens. Lose your money. All right, so this went sideways for a long time. It was about 75-cent zone. Then it did break up in June. Look at this. There's the first move. Then we're making new lows. See this? The low. 50 cents, 75 cents, a dollar. And we broke that dollar level and took off with the COVID news. This really was on fire. The high of 298.3. Look at that. But then when this had this move, look at the next day. Man, that was a hammer. They dropped it hard. And where we're at now is zone right here. See, it's a broadening wedge. This is called a broadening wedge. That means the high is getting higher with bigger space, and the low is getting like wider too. So big range in between. So this could go anywhere from 1 to 3 again. Now we're very oversold here. Look at this on technicals. Very oversold. You could get a bounce up here. Nice move today. If you get above 150, look for that 175.2 again, that 2 zone. But the potential on this is good. They have COVID news, big drop back. So the risk reward is better here on AMP. Our last one, REI. All right, this is Ring Energy. Float 54 million, short growth 11%, market cap 88 million, cash 17 million. They have good assets, 836 million. Insiders 33% own, institutions 29%. They have a lot of debt though, 361 million. Enterprise value 412 million. So this is undervalued. Oil and gas exploration company engages in oil, natural gas acquisition, development, production activities. The firm's areas are operation situated Permian Basin, Central Basin, Delaware Basin. It's founded by Lloyd T. Rochford, Stanley M. McCabe, July 2004, headquarters in Midland, Texas. Not much buy sells in that, doesn't say. Let's look at Finviz. Minus 88 million income, sales 133 million, 54 million float. January 11th, to do options traders knew something about ring energy. That was Zacks. There's been no news since. See what else they say here in FinViz. 81 million barrel of oil equivalent, the company's reserves. 18,000 acres, 47,000 undeveloped acres in Andrews and Gaines counties. They also have 28,000 undeveloped acres in Yoakum, Runnels, Cook counties. They have a lot of undeveloped there. All right, see the monthly. See the unreserved land, that's good too because market cap is very high in this. I mean, the enterprise value, because there's value, I guess, in that land. You can put other things, oil. Yeah, this was as high as 19. It opened in 2013. The stock dropped all the way to 4, bounced to 17. Then we went straight down into the toilet. You see in the weekly, once it was 17 in 2018, 2019, we went down and, bounced a little bit. And then we've been flat ever since. So let's take a look at some lines here. We can figure something out here. See, the 50-cent line is important here. You can see this goes all the way back, this 50-cent line, for years. All right, so see it bounced here, came back here. Now, November, it did bounce. Got the 80, bounced down. See the low getting higher. That's a lot of these stocks. It seems like they've bottomed. Maybe the market's so strong. And you can see the low, and then we're moving up. Now, this went to 120. It's at this one zone. You don't want this to go much further below 1, maybe 90 cents, or else it could fade. So if it bounces at 90, then you're looking over 125 level, and then on we go to this test at 2 level. I'm gonna put in a line right here, this 125 level. It's important. See right here, we went through it, and then we came back, but that's some lines here. That's the next line. See, we tried to get through the end, didn't work. So that's gonna be your big line. We get over 125 and hold, then you want that to be support. I mean, this has good potential. See here, the wedge. See when you go flat, see this? Back and forth. That usually means on a channel play, we have a good chance to go up. Maybe oil will start heating up a little bit. All right, so that's it on these plays for this set of stocks. All right, please subscribe to Mike Cayman Trades on YouTube. Hit the like button so I can keep doing these. Trade ideas, referrals in my link. Twitter, Mike Frank 007, Mike Frank III on TikTok, Instagram, Mike Frank 98, Stock Twits, Mike Cayman Trades. And that's it for now. All right, on to the next. We're out for now. Peace, everybody. Peace.